All right, good, good. Oh, you're good.
I was just waiting for draft to start. I have so much
good.
work to do.
Yeah, you need to get your shit together, bud.
I really do. There's like 2 items in my suitcase. I'm just folding.
What? Oh, you're fine. Okay. Well, that's good at least. You're not tossing. Sometimes when you get a little pressured, you toss it. Not good.
Nah. The secret, that's like my secret to packing, you know? You just fold everything, and then you can just put it in your bag. And it makes it feel like just easy, you know? The actual packing part's painless.
Yeah.
Sorry to ditch you, though.
No, you're good. I just turned on some Owl City, wrapped along to it, you know, gave my take on how the games have been going. That's about it.
Nice.
Great time.
Sorry I missed that.
Nah.
It's always a pleasure to hear the custom GranDGranT raps.
I mean, they're definitely something, but we got some new bands, actually. We got a Rubik first band. We have not seen that hero just banned at all. Now it's in the first phase. Tiny. Seems VGJ's first ban that every game. They just don't want OpTic to play it. Here we go. What are you hoping to see out of this game? What do you want to see as a caster and a viewer? Any, like, besides no gyro? Anything else? Because there's no gyro.
All-in push strat.
An all-in push strat. Well, how do you do that? What kind of heroes are used? I know you guys kind of used to do that, right? With, like, Jakiro, Nature's Prophet. What else do you need?
10 seconds remaining.
What are good cores for push strats? Vano?
5 seconds remaining.
In this meta, I think Lycan. Like, Lycan seems to me like the best hero for timing purposes. Like, surprised we haven't seen it, especially since VGJ has taken so much inspiration from VGJ Thunder. Obviously, the sister team.
Yeah.
I think that hero is underutilized right now.
Radiant team pick.
Okay.
Hey, we're back, baby. Sand King first pick. Not banned this time, and OpTic takes it.
With Rubik first 2 banned, I think the hero is significantly stronger, but I feel like that leaves them very open to an ET opening. I think ET is like the go-to hero to counter Sand King, and we've seen SVG put in work, plays it, so
we have.
I'd like ET +1.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you see the other bands. So man, so that means AA Rubik I just saw by OpTic. That is some support bands coming out. Some respect for the support players. And then Dark Willow banned by VGJ. Wait, I'm sorry, I just want to say this is the first game OpTic has not banned Dark Willow. The very first ban phase, that's who they traded, and VGJ.Storm does it instead, but okay. OpTic was testing if VGJ would ban it, maybe they took it, who knows? But now we're using some time.
Yeah, both teams certainly value it at first pick level, and I think they were just testing it, because you never want to ban a hero as first pick if the enemy team will. And that allows you to do things like ban the Rubik and then take the comfort Sand King.
Radiant team pick.
Doesn't look like they're going to go with ET then, because Bounty Hunter comes out instead. And who do you want to... Do you want to see a core here? Maybe like a Razor or DK with the Bounty Hunter? Or
10 seconds remaining.
Possibly their other support.
5 seconds remaining.
How's a Bounty Hunter Keeper of the Light? Is that just terrible? I actually have never seen it.
Wait, which hero?
Keeper of the Light. Yeah, do you want like Bounty Hunter core here? And then I brought up like, is Keeper of the Light good with Bounty Hunter? I've never seen it, so I assume it's not good.
I don't think it. They're just kind of counterintuitive, you know. Kyle's trying to stall the game and play for a timing, whereas Bounty's trying to go all in a lot of the time. Anyway, Omni Knight. Taking a page out of OpTic's book.
Game 1 OpTic. This was indeed their opening. They did technically take Omni first, but
I think that opening lost though, didn't it?
It did indeed. It is 1-1, and oh, there's the Death Prod coming out pretty quick there. So,
and again, VGJ picked his Death Prophet into Bounty Hunter last game, but they lost.
So we're seeing some strange stuff here, Kyle. Woo. Visage gets banned out. I'm fine with it. I don't mind watching Visage. PL banned. So we're seeing a lot of PL bans, but still no Terrorblade bans. And that hero seems to be quite the game winner, especially in NA.
5 seconds remaining.
I'd be willing to bet you $15 that VGJ.Storm third picks Disruptor.
$15?
I mean,
Alright.
okay, if I
No,
really
no.
wanted to make it easy, I'd say Disruptor or Witch Doctor. But I'm banking on Disruptor.
Oh, that was a terrible event. All right, I'm in. $15 immediately after the series is over. I'm with you, because I don't think they will. And technically, you made the bet before this ban came out, so if he bans it,
Disruptor, I win. Witch Doctor, we draw. Any other hero in Dota, you win.
okay, that's a deal.
5 seconds remaining.
Now you're just making me nervous. Now, come on, Grant. This is literally all you're getting for this best of 5. Don't. I'm just kidding. But it's the last ban, OpTic ban
Man,
here.
You think Blaze is watching? Blaze, you trying to pay me for these games? Please PM me, dude. It's been a long day. I'd like to earn my dollary dues. I need the money.
And what about and you're leaving
Honestly.
tomorrow, right? 8 a.m. You said that's when your flight is, or no?
Nah, flight's 10:30.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Get there early.
Oh!
Goodness.
He
Fucking
needed
lost.
that, baby. He needed that. Grant's back. That's
Shit.
dinner tonight. No, but
Alright.
it's a bait, and I actually, and when you said Disruptor, right, the Disruptor Bounty Hunter combo, it felt like that was gonna happen, but SVG he hits you with the Roger Clemens. Well, not steroids, but the curveball.
I like it because they banned the illusion heroes, and they're probably gonna do that anyway. And Bane is like a good denial pick for OpTic because they really would want the Bane against Bounty Omni. However, they have something better in mind, and that's the Chen.
And Chen, you've been talking about game losers today. Chen has not won a game, right? 0-2 or is it 0-3?
Something like that. But you can't really blame the Chen,
can't.
to be fair.
Yeah, he's just a young man sitting on top of a Kodo. It's not his fault.
I could see VGJ going for like a Medusa draft this game. A Drow lineup could potentially work, but there's a bounty, so it's unlikely. SF is banned, or I'd be looking at that hero, but they are last pick, so this is going to be like the more open core. Maybe a Pugna, not a fan. Marana. This was SEA.
They're right. I mean, it feels like they don't really have team fight or damage right now with their first 3 picks. Well, there's team fight and damage right there. A little slow to come online, but it's there.
I like it just because it's really good against DP because you have a hard time committing into a Luna. Just kind of catch him with ulti at a point in the game and he dies immediately. It'll eventually just kill the Chen creeps really easily, and it's good synergy with Bounty, and it's a nice repel target. Bane is going to hit for like 80 damage in the laning stage, so you really want to have this super strong dual lane against Chen, and it leaves the Bounty free to rotate around the map.
And we tell you, I remember I was trying to bring up heroes that would be just so much better with repel. Guess what? Luna definitely feels like one of those.
And especially with Terrorblade and PL banned, like Luna's so good here. I could see a Beastmaster from OpTic here. I think that's the pick you want. Maybe a Lycan. Morphling, okay.
And hey, this is, as you said, the Pie Cat special. They don't really have the support combo they did with the Morphling this game. Chen and possibly a Sand King, but it is Pie Cat.
Bane is arguably like the best hero against Morph as well, as far as supports go, because you can sleep into grip and kill him. You can't toggle through stuns anymore, which I believe includes sleep. So if you catch this Morph at low HP, he just dies.
Is
I
there
like
any
the Enigma ban.
now? Is there any chance you just put the Bane in the Morphling lane and do what Peter did, and just keep enfeebling him, or do you need the Bane in the Luna lane to really abuse the aura?
5 seconds.
It's possible, but I think you want to just dual lane against him if you can. I think if you're VGJ, you want to just dual lane aggressively. Chen doesn't ever really want to play in the safe lane. He wants to play in the off lane so that he can also threaten mid. So if the Chen wants to be bottom with his Morphling tri lane against like a Luna Bane and a Bounty roaming, like you really don't care. You'll end up trading, but Luna doesn't need levels as much as a Morphling does. Morph needs to be like an item ahead to really dominate this sort of game. Luna is just mostly for building damage, and then they're going to count on their last pick hero to be more of the win condition.
Cause it feels like Luna's their only damage right now. Is what it's feeling like. So they definitely need to take care of her. And now we see the Enigma ban from VGJ.Storm. You thought they might have picked it, or OpTic might have picked it game 1. VGJ, they think the OpTic does like playing that a lot. Last ban. They're using all their reserve time. This is it. What is it going to be? You obviously have your pick right after, so no reason not to. Viper gets banned out. A Tomato classic.
They need a. They're thinking about whether they want to support and they core the Sand King, or maybe they support the Sand King. But I think your last pick is support here. Let the Sand King core.
10 seconds.
Do you need a
You know what I would like
frontliner?
here?
Sorry.
Give me a Shadow Demon.
Shadow?
5
Alright.
seconds remaining.
Kyle, you need to chill out. Maybe you need a pack or something. I'm just kidding. Why would Shadow Demon be good here?
Radiant
just curious.
team pick.
You make illusions of either more for Luna, and you're really happy. The Purge that goes through the Repel and the GA. It actually purges off the GA as well. It's really good to disrupt like the Bane grip,
10
and it's an
seconds
excellent roaming
remaining.
partner with Chen. If there were ever a Shadow Demon game, this one was it. But they go Witch
5
Doctor
seconds
instead.
remaining.
Standard.
Standard, as you said, standard, and it will be the Sand King. That means in the off lane or safe lane sometimes. No, you can't throw Morphling in an off lane ever, right? Even with the tri lane. Feels like that hero just could not do that.
Choose your hero.
They'll pick Tomato, his game-winning hero they won with in game 1. Be interesting.
I like it.
What about Queen of Pain versus DP? Is that
It's the bounty hunter factor. It's one of those lane matchups where whoever gets ahead kind of can dumpster the lane. I like the Quap because it's another really great partner with Omni, and you want something to hunt with the bounty. Not hunt necessarily, but you want, like, Quap's a snowballer, right? Bounty helps you snowball, and there's no real answer to Quap in this game. There's really nothing that they have on the side of OpTic to shut him down, and it makes Morphling's game a lot harder to play, especially when he picks up an early Orchid.
Is Tomato gonna have to go Yules for the Death Prophet though, for the silence, or does he go the aggressive Orchid build again?
You do not go Yules on
Don't
Quap.
go
It's
Yules.
just, it's a
Okay.
game-losing item. I think the Orchid BKB is the way to play this game for sure.
Gotcha. And here we go. This is game number 3, and if you all thought this was the last game, incorrect, because you're gonna see at the top here that it is indeed a best of 5.
Yay.
Ah, the pause. Okay.
I'm
I was,
so done, dude.
I was
You
in,
even reminded them not to pause at the
I
start
did,
of the game.
and I even said because $100 says it's a P. It's gonna be. I
Oh.
swear. $100. Do you think I'm not flaming? But do you think CC&C contributes to draft, or could he have peed? Oh, it's not him. All right. My bad. Assuming. XDs. Yeah. I was talking about that though. This is the reason I do love NA, because even if your enemies or friends, just the chatting, right? Because even in pregame lobbies, for Epicenter I did every single region, and no one talks at all. And like, okay, cool, but it's not as fun.
Agreed. I think that secretly though, like, it's all fun in games and it appears that way, but everyone in NA has such a massive ego. Like, there's a lot of there's the barbs lying in wait. You know, it seems like it's friendly banter, but it isn't. These teams want to win. And they want to talk shit, and they don't like each other. It's a grudge match.
Yeah, they want to be able to talk shit in the next lobby, right? It feels like
Yeah.
you win this one, next tournament. Guess what? You see Zai Nice Witch Doctor. $100 that'll come back up if they lose this game. Whoa!
Level 1 smoke, by the way.
Yep. I'm watching
Into the
Zai.
bottom. They've dust?
Oh, I think they know the
Dust.
ward got placed though. Sorry, bottom. Yeah. So the smoke gets broken bottom, and I believe. Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Like, I believe the Radiant did spot out that the Bounty Hunter placed this ward, so we shall see. It's getting directly pinged out by purple. The only thing I'm not a fan of this draft is VG.Storm myself is I like Omni as a hero, but it just doesn't feel like a snaking hero to me. I know he plays it a lot, but I like him on more aggressive heroes. That's my take on things.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I like their draft more though. I think it's easier to play. The OpTic lineup doesn't. They don't have enough catch, and if VGJ overextends, they can just get wiped because OpTic's team fight is so strong. If they get like a couple casks going, a big stun, DPLT, etc. But I think if VGJ like gets ahead and they're even in a game with track online, they're gonna feel really happy because just Quap cleaning up, Luna securing Roche, and like I don't know, it can go either way. Pretty balanced drafts on both sides, but I think I'd prefer to have the VGJ.Storm lineup. I just think that this bounty hunter hero is bonkers at the moment.
Sure feels like, even with those late level 6s, right, you just, once you do get him, I mean, even before level 6, what he provides, right, you never know where, is he middle, is he top? Half the time, if you don't have a ward, you don't know. Just good harass. One of the few supports that is good all game. Well, we're just waiting. We have 33 saying it's lag. I could have swore he moved over here, too, to Texas, but I guess not, if he's the only one lagging.
All of Tomato's X text.
Yeah, at least he said sorry to us. We deserve the apology.
We really do.
So we'll see. I think the biggest thing is, will this Dire Ward get countered middle? I believe it will. So I just gonna hide here in the Roche pit.
30 seconds.
And MSS, he's just gonna chill. Bounty Hunter, Orb of Venom, always dangerous. We're seeing some pings. Oh, look at this. Oh, they get the counter ward bottom. If they get both wards countered, Kyle, how that feels like it'd be pretty damn gigantic.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's so hard to play a game with no vision.
You only get so many wards at the beginning. And they're gonna, wait, are they getting 4 runes? The Fabled 4 rune? No, wait, no, wrong way, MSS. The Fabled 4 runes. There's no way, like, Dire checks it, right? No, they are, because they saw Bounty Hunter didn't go for it. Alright. Kyle, I'm angry now, but MSS is just giving vision where 33 is. And Pycat, guess what? They are gonna... They're gonna offlane the Morphling and just put Chen down there with him. So we're gonna see how this works out. I'm curious.
This is the VP way to do it. I like it because you can always rotate him later, but it guarantees the carry gets like a couple waves under tower, and you guarantee he has a good start.
You see, he's very low HP with that high base damage, and look at that. He just gets massacred, eats a tango, and MSS gonna stay down here and just try to harass him. Maybe try to make it so he can't eat these creeps under tower. It'd be tough to do.
He warded the hard camp too, the right move.
Yeah, we've seen this ward a lot. And look at Peter place the sentry, but a very good placement of the ward. So Peter's gonna have to run all the way back somewhere. And he's only gonna, oh, he does get a nice one though. He gets the centaur in one of the 2 camps that isn't blocked. SS gonna steal his experience though. Top lane, we talked about it. It's the Luna Bane, like you said, with that extra damage. And, oh, 33's going to stun him. Won't be under tower, unfortunately, because the creeps are there. He'll eat a tango, but a lot of damage there. This feels like it's very heavily favored in the Bane Luna, right?
The Snaking is actually going to be able to punish bottom really hard. He bought boots right away, which I like. He didn't go for, like, Quelling Blade or Wand or anything. And now he can just run at this Morphling with a, like, 60 move speed advantage. He's crushing this lane right now.
It's the Snake King Classic.
He's actually he's got every CS so far, every single one.
Damn, 11. You're correct. 11 and 1. Holy smokes. Middle lane, CC and C. Oh, and it's who's gonna get this? No one. CC and C is gonna steal it. Will Tomato blink for it? No, he will not. And they actually placed the sentry in the wrong spot. I think Tomato. I swear Snake King actually pinged out where it was and. Tomato just sentries, won't get anything, and now CC and C, he's full. Now I'm watching bottom again, because MSS is staying down here and just right-clicking Pycat as well. And I assume it's 33 lagging again. I wonder, I'm trying to think, I'm like, if it was PPD, he'd say, how many minutes of pause do you have left? I can't think of anyone on VGJ saying that. Like, who would be the aggressor in all chat, do you think? If there had to be one. Snake King?
Snake King.
Snake King or Tomato with an XD at the end or something, I'm sure.
Yeah, Tomato would do it in like a joking way. Snake King would do it and also have his manager mess with the admin in Discord.
The beat is classic, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Beatus, by the way. Whew. So, it is a disconnect, and it does suck to lag. I mean, you don't want to see a game played 45 because of that. But as an observer, I'm glad you're getting the observer experience, though, Kyle. Isn't this great to see?
No.
How serious that sounded.
The experience was great. It feels like, you know, you ever get stuck on a roller coaster? Because I haven't. But I'd imagine that today, in my experience casting, is about what that would be like. The ride is great, but I want off the ride, Grant. I want out.
You do. I mean, you're just hanging upside down right now, and there's no way down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up top right now, Kyle, this has to be the worst feeling for Yawar. Look at both those creeps. He's only allowed to get one. Because you can see where the creeps are aggroed. That top one's on the left. The ranged and the middle one are on that. I think you have to go for the left one and hope the range creep doesn't hit the middle one first.
I think you're only getting one.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. I think, but you might not get the middle one if you go for it. Because the range creep's attack is coming in.
Yeah, I agree. You go for that top creep. Yeah. Cure it. You're Gucci.
Oh, that has to feel so bad as, like, Yawar. I mean, he's doing good CS, but you're guaranteed to miss a CS here. And there's nothing you can do but stare.
It's cool. His boy's snaking down bottom. Making up for it. I gotta say, snaking's really impressed me, like, over the past few days. Like, even just these little things, like, right there, he recognized that they couldn't get a kill if he heal bombed on the bounty, and he didn't want to waste the mana. Because he's yet, you know, he has a couple mangoes, but one heal left. So instead, he just backs away to salve, and then he'll be able to run into the lane and continue threatening with Morphling being nearly And he just plays really well. He's not making mistakes in a lot of these games. And I imagine if he's sharing some of the leadership duties, like, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's very hard to make calls for your team and play well.
Yeah, I believe what I've heard is he's the late game caller, so props to that. It feels like that's how a lot of teams are, right? I mean, early game you have like the PPDs, the miseries kind of call it, and then later game you have one of your cores call it who makes the plays on the map. I don't know if that's pretty similar to what happened with you guys, or I don't want to give away any strategies, but
I think ideally you want to support in a core that are comfortable making calls, or at least like reading and reacting to the game, like finding windows. But it's certainly easier for a core to do that because they are much more aware of their timings. It's like, you know, I'm going to get BKB, I'm going to be the strongest hero on the map, let's play around Roche. You know, just little things like that can be very beneficial.
Yeah, let's see some all chat here. And it feels like I would hate being the late game call. Well, I mean, obviously different strokes for different folks. Takes me too, but a lot of the pressure is on you, right? Like the stress, and you'll get blamed for everything. But I guess you just learn to ignore that.
I'm just wishing we could watch more Dota and less all chat. That's all.
You guys ready? I mean, Snake King's the same way. He's so far said two things: is he in TeamSpeak, and are you ready? He's down to business. I have been timing this, by the way, so if the admin does ask how long, you know, trust me, I remember in a few FPL games you were there, I always time pauses. Nah, I'm not about that. Everybody see it, look at, he's sending Pycat home. Peter just tosses him back, and now he gets stunned Outkins harassed. Do you send Morphling back bottom, or do you have to send him somewhere else?
I don't know if you want him here, but top might be worse at this point.
This feels like a pretty lane-dominating game for the Radiant side, besides middle, which is fairly even. DP a little ahead, and Pycat brings a sentry that Peter bought down. He counters the sentry ward, but not the regular ward. So MSS will be a little less able to just move around freely. Top 33's health potioning up, and Yawar, man. This is a beatdown. You see that 70 damage he has. SVG that's 80. You were talking about that. Holy smokes.
Man, this Chen shenanigans. He sends the creep back to base, then calls it back to him, but it's just so... This is the strength of playing carries in the offlane with the Chen, because when they get low, you just send them to base and they come back. There's like no downtime. And you just babysit them with hero and creep. But, I mean, again, Snake King's just kind of owning the lane anyway, so...
Heal bombs the creep. So middle... It feels like, I feel these two are both the most aggressive players on their team. I'm feeling the solo kill, or MSS's first rotation middle could definitely be a kill. but it's a 1k plus lead here for VGJ in the lanes. Deathbrow flies himself out a wand, but he hasn't moved it to himself yet. It's in his backpack. It's making me upset.
Say the DP winning middle is a big deal, though. I'd expect Klopp to do a bit better, considering he hasn't been pressured. But, you know, it's DP. And he has the null advantage as well.
No. Peter, gonna take over. Level 3 has a cold ghost now. That's sad when that's all you can get, right? Because he's gonna get pressure. That's an Orb of Venom Janata hit. We have the level 1 Shuriken skilled. You never know, right? If it's gonna be 0-1-2 or the 1-1-1 build, and that gets him first blood. And MSS, oh, he dodges the Sentry Ward right over there. Now he's gonna kind of run back into it. He's going back for the fight. The heal bombs there. Oh!
The Shuriken skill, and then the immediate Shrine at the perfect 5-minute window. What a beautiful play. Man, MSS and Snaking, man.
You talked
every game.
It was, and especially yesterday, right? What game was that? That was just the Chen Sand King game, right? They just dominated.
Yeah.
You put these two in a lane together. Seems to do good things. Right. Snake will get harassed a little. He's almost level 5 now. What can Pycat do but morph some strength? Top lane. Sorry, stun's coming out. SVG's looking to die here. Gets the brain stab up. They kill Zai. SVG is maledicted. And he will go down. Zai gets the kill. So 1-for-1 support trade, but Yawar gets the kill on their team and Zai gets the kill on the other team. This has to be the most stationary Chen game, and he has to do this, right? He has to just stay in lane, or else this Morphling just loses terribly.
It's the right laning decision, I think. It was just that first wave was crushed so hard by Snaking, the first 2 or 3, that he's been ahead in the whole lane since then. And CS is evening, but they have the kill advantage now.
So
Mid lane's the saving grace. CC&C is giving Tomato the business.
it's 32-12 or 16-5, 17-5, pardon me. Obviously, I'm not a guy to blame Ping. Tough playing for Peru, though, but he's used to it, so we're going to see a counter ward come out of Zai top. Gets that ward. Well, 33 stuns in. Both of them just hit level 5 up here. What's a scarier level 6? Is it Luna's, or is it maybe that Sand King, right? If Bane leaves, this might be the game you skill your ultimate and just kill Luna. They're going to go. And now Nightmare comes out. He's going to try to dodge some stuff, but the cask bounces back to him. He's maledicted up, and SVG is going to die here. Tries to get a brain sap off. He doesn't. Now he gets done. 33 with the body blocks here, as well as the right clicks. But look who's here. MSS and Tomato. See you later, Raindrops. He does dodge the Shadow Strike, though. Nicely done. But look who else here. It's MSS with a quick earn. And he's taking a lot of damage. Ulti flies. Beam comes out. I'm sure Tomato's mad at that steal, but they get the kill.
Nah, I think that's fine. I'd much rather Yawar have gold than Tomato if they were both on my team. I mean, it's better for Luna to get it. Yeah, Luna, I meant. Luna. He's saying names. You want the Luna to have gold, not the Quap, you know?
Well, Radiant's Courier just died to Peter.
Oh, he netted it.
Yeah. I was just confused why he was there. It was like in the river. MSS very close to killing a chicken of his own, but unfortunately doesn't get it. And now bottom lane. Pycat's getting some space.
I like that he went for the full Aquila and treads as well. I see all these Morphlings going boots, even though every single game I've seen Ramses play it, he's buying treads, wand, Aquila. Makes your hero super strong, hit really hard, pushing power, and then you go for the Lincolns. None of this brown boots bullshit.
Oops. Missed a kill on Zai, sorry. He just gets it. That just earn charges, right? He's already got an early one, already has them. Do you like the earn before mana boots, though? I know you said
for sure.
You do, okay.
You don't want mana boots. They don't help you actually deal damage, and it's not like you really have mana issues when you're just spamming Windwalk. Or Shadow Walk, rather.
Oh, Dust gets popped,
busted,
but
though.
I don't think, yeah.
Fine.
They know. SVG's down here. Top lane,
And
Luna.
top lane was dumpstered. I did not realize how far behind the Sand King was. Luna is huge.
Luna seems to have rotated middle, casts ulti to try to kill CC&C, and look at that life. Runs away with 100. Glad the kill didn't happen, because I would have missed it.
I'm really liking the position VGJ's in, especially considering they're the team with the Bounty Hunter Omni Knight. They, it feels like OpTic's got the pressure to make moves, and they're just gonna farm, and eventually they'll win a fight with Track, and they'll feel really good about the game from there. Morphling is the key hero, and just not having the same game he was in that series like he was against CG.
See MSS just giving him, this is the bounty hunter, right? Even without wards, he just gives him vision by walking around in Viz. We'll scout out that Zai's going top.
Got a ward on him too, so he'll see it. There's going to be a sentry he runs into, though.
Does Zai even give away there's a sentry? Ooh, kind of looked like he might have, and there's the Maldic goes down. But he has no dust or anything, and there's a sleep actually coming. Let's see, do they want to go back in? Peter's here, probably not. SVG more than likely going to go down, especially with the creeps coming in. They have the netter, they have the stun from Zai. Just right-click him. Pycat gets it. It's a nice kill to get.
I would have liked to see him just run away once he recognized that, you know, not able to get a kill. As soon as you see the Morphling, you know you can't really do much there.
Bottom lane looks like some rotations. Luna comes down here, possibly wanting to push this tower that's low. Middle lane going down to Ghost as well. CCNC feels pretty good to just solo pressure this, but now, oh, he earns himself on accident instead of the CCNC. I don't think it would have been a kill either way, maybe though. And Radiant does
I think
take
so. He
that
had a haste rune. Might have been a kill. He had Shuriken as well.
No, rare misplay by MSS.
CCC had 3 drains though.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to
Top
throw
lane
it.
big push and a catapult.
Do you try to defend this as Radiant, or do you just leave MSS up here to get the creeps? Looks like that's what they're doing.
I think you just leave MSS.
Do you go for a deny? We have
Nah,
a
you just chill. Make sure you don't die to the dust.
Peter gets the tower. And middle lane did get glyphs, so possible push coming.
Luna
for
got
the
bot
Radiant.
tower like 20 seconds ago as well, so they're trading already.
But they're giving Pycat a little bit of room to farm here. And oh, Peter comes in, Penitence plus stun flies. SVG tries to nightmare dodge it, get a brain sap, bounces back, he goes down, and takes the siege unit. No, so Tomato goes for the Aquilon, Queen of Pain, treads next. 33, goes with the Tranquil Boot Soul Ring build. Still a little bit behind. The middle, they fortify it up. Tower, gonna get denied, or it's double siege unit. Ooh, they had a chance to get it. Yeah, but looks like Peter might just get run down here. He's repelled. That is level 3 degen or an ulti flies as well. Snake King though?
They have track now.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble though. He doesn't have his repel. I think Snake King's just dead here. Maybe not. The urn?
That was the last
Oh, oh, come on. Yo, Kyle, give me some of that coffee if you had any.
Yeah, dude, I need some too. So bad.
It looked like it was ticking hard. Yeah, that was on me. The bottom getting pushed in now. Morphling as well as Sand King. Yoar's just gonna farm it up.
This is the thing. This is the dream. You got an even game with track active. So yeah, Quap's behind, but he's like 400 behind Morphling. Look at the Bounty Hunter's farm. MSS is above the offlane Sand King right now.
And look at they're going. Will this be a 3-man track kill? Trying to bring him down. Can he burrow strike away? Oh my goodness, a save from Zai. He gets the double stun as well. The heal comes out from Pycat, who's morphling. Snake King goes down. SVG goes down. And Yawar, whoa. Pycat's hitting him with the degen or track comes out so they get move speed though. They are going to shrine up 3-man value. And, well, that new morphling ulti feels pretty good sometimes.
That was one of the textbook turnarounds where you bait enemies into chasing you up a high ground where they have no vision. And it's sad days usually.
And it indeed was for VGJ. And right now, CCNC, he's just farming. He's almost has his full Ewel's up. Is this, what do you want to see after the Ewel's? Do you want to see Aeon Disc right away? Maybe a Blink like we've seen?
I'm not sure. I don't like Aeon Disc too much this game. I think you gotta stay ahead of the game. I don't know. I'm really not sure what you buy here. It's probably just an Aeon Disc though. Maybe a BKB. Early BKB on Death Prophet's kind of big. There's gonna be an Orchid coming soon on Quap. I think you want the BKB timing to hit about then.
Try to do some damage here to Snake. He gets the repel up. That Maldic's gonna tick for a lot when that repel goes down. It does, and they're still chasing. SVG's here. He's only level 6 though, but CCNC is here as well now. He gets the silence off. He should be able to get one more heal. He does. They could turn around if they want. Tomato doesn't want to aggressively blink. And there's a ward there from Dire that scouted out that rotation. Right now, a reasonably slow game. Yawar is level 11. He's just been pushing. He's going to take that regen. Top, they're still looking. Radiant wants something. MSS. Whoa, the Sentry Ward actually, I think, spots him out. It does. They stun him in. He's going to get ulted. He might get a track up before he dies. He does, but goes down. That's earned charges for the Sand King. So Snake King, he dominated the lane, but it feels like he hasn't done much after he's left that bottom lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, it's just tough, as you said. It's Omni Knight. It's not really a make moves,
True.
aggressive hero. It's really reactive. Also, this new Morphling is just really dumb. I really feel like the health percentage should swap when you morph to and from other heroes. But when you're low and you morph into the Omni Knight that's at full health, you're now a full health Omni Knight for like 30 seconds. It's just, I just don't know how that's a thing.
Dire's top tower.
It feels strange.
It'd still be a good hero even if you were morphing and like they shared HP and mana percentages. You know what I mean?
Ooh, and a smoke. Dire kind of saw some stuff going on there. And they're going to smoke themselves. And that's going to get instantly broken. SVG knows they're definitely at Ancients now. Only place that could break from. And both teams kind of want to fight.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Is this going to be a 4-on-5 looking fight? Morphling farming bottom. Pushing that tier 2. He's going to get it. Look at the double siege unit from Peter just helping him push. And now a third siege unit comes in. Yeah, they need to be. I feel like VGJ needs to be a little bit careful here for this push bottom.
I'd agree. Give it like 10 more seconds. They'll be threatening tier 3 really hard.
Look,
I think if you're OpTic, you just go here. Like, make them use some spells. Let Morphling keep pushing.
he's not even using a siege unit, so I guess they don't want to show anything. And they just back out. I think Dire had a nice little shot there, but you never know. They didn't have a ward in the lane. It's hard to see who was there and who was where.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Tomato is going for the Orchid.
I like his item build this game. I don't like the double null as we discussed in the past. If you're going Orchid, get the Aquila. Just makes more sense.
Level 12. A little too ulti. Not the biggest. I mean, Quab. The ulti is good because it's pure, but only getting 90 more damage for 90 more mana. It's kind of weak, but it's just a strong ulti in general. Ghosts are up. Is there a possibility that OpTic just smokes in and does a really quick Roche with those ghosts, plus the medallion on Peter?
It's definitely possible.
But you don't
I wouldn't mind
will.
seeing it.
Well, middle. Tomato now going to turn around, but that Penitence slow still on him. And
They
it feels,
can't really go for him, because Peter's just waiting with heal and send back ready.
This feels really good for OpTic right now, though. It's pretty much a 5-man roaming squad from Radiant. Pycat's just been farming bottom this whole time.
I mean, it's the standard. It's the rule of 3. Pycat, 3 deaths or more. Maybe they lose. Less than 3 deaths. Looking good for OpTic.
Smoke up from the Dire side. Let's see what they want here. MSS is he's gonna tank this. He gets the track off. He's more than likely to die. They find another one on the other side though. It's gonna be the Bane, so doesn't quite tank the smoke gang because they get a secondary kill.
Pop TP ulti though. Unless they can get a Roche here, I don't see them getting much more of an objective.
Looks like they might want to do it. Peter's already running that way. CCNC is not though. Oh, an arcane rune. Oh, doesn't look like they want to. CCNC is just going to push out middle. They don't have a creep wave, unfortunately, with them yet. Now, a smoke. No ward there, so Radiant, what are they looking for? Well, it looks like they're looking for 33, because he's the only one up here. Let's see what happens. He's going to start running back now. Tomato, no orchids yet, though. Oh, they know he's there. Uh-oh, there comes the beam. Goes for the grip. Doesn't get it. And he's going to get away.
Man, VGJ, really aggressive with their smoke usage. They seem to just love using them, and they end up just like running to an area of the map and praying they get a kill. Wasn't really for an objective. They don't have wards. They're just trying to kill a Sand King. Now they pressure tier 2. They'll get it, but they might lose tier 2 mid in the meantime. We'll see. Morphling threatening bottom. He's going to finish his Lincolns in a creep wave.
You know, tier 2 for tier 2 it seems. Some tracks coming out middle though, so OpTic does have to be a little bit careful. You get 3 or 4 tracks off. Be a scary fight to take, and there we go. Sleep comes out. CCNC actually misses the silence on SVG. Beam comes on Sand King, but they know he's sending him home. They want to find someone. They have the track on CCNC. Peter finishes the tower. And it looks like Zai might be the one dying for his sins right now. No, he gets sent home as well. And Peter, as we saw in the EG game, he's a savior. Once again, feels a little bit bad if you're VGJ. A guarantee kill just gets sent back because of this Chen.
I'll stack Ancient. And see, I wouldn't mind this as nearly as much if they were stacking Ancients more often. It's like the 4th or 5th time I've seen a support that had the opportunity to do so, not do so. You want Luna to be a bit more ahead of the Morphling in this sort of game, I think.
Oh. Well, that kind of works out for... CCNC and Yawar were just both running at a double damage room.
Yeah,
and Yawar, yeah, he just gets instantly purged by the Yules, so whatever. I don't think CCNC really wanted it that bad. Now we see VGJ. They're just... It feels like they're already all in with this 5-man push. I mean, you see them occasionally split up, but whenever there's a fight nearby, they're all there while Morphling's off farming. And he has the Lincolns now, so being able to just possibly stop that beginning of a grip. Very nice. Oh, and CCNC, they know he's here. Is he going to do a preemptive silence? He doesn't have to, because Sand King let the stun. Ghost fly out. He's going to get Spirit Siphon. He's going to pop the Shrine, try to survive a little bit, but the Ghost, way too much. He goes down.
I like the hood pickup on CCNC. Makes them a lot tankier against the Luna ulti, Quap spells, etc. They're gonna run right into Roche too.
Okay.
On the mid.
This time they go for it. We have the Ghost flying in, the Medallion, and the Pycat doing 150 a hit.
You gotta fight this, I think, if you're VGJ.
No buyback on Snake King, but there's no Ghost, so they lose a lot of their damage. Oh, SVG gets instantly silenced. Looking like he's gonna drop, so it's a 3-on-5. Ulti pop by Yawar. He's doing a ton of damage. And look at this, Radiant gets a tower top as well. And now, oh, the Hurricane Pike, Yawar's bouncing him off right now, but he's gonna go down, unfortunately for him. And now Sand King dies. A ton of people are dying. CCNC gets a ton. Pycat, well, he's a Luna. But Roche is secured for now.
Tomato cleaned up both supports in the back end with a huge ultimate.
Look at top. It's
Oh,
pressured.
he didn't even ult. Wow, never mind. Sorry, he just screamed and got both.
Now you're scared, because Pycat, right? Pycat needs damage to do Roche. But if you morph too much agility versus a Quap, she just 2-shots you. Oh my goodness, this is... Isn't this how game like number 2 was too? These Roche fights, and there's the ult he tries to do in his head, but it's not gonna, and he's just gonna morph strength. Snake King's just right-clicking him, gets the Maledict on him, and he runs away. So this is just a, not even a Roche fight, it's a Roche skirmish, and see you later, Pycat. Goes back to the base. I like the siege unit still in here from Peter, just scouting out, making sure they're not doing Roche. And then he gets brain sapped. That shouldn't be possible. How do you brain sap a catapult? Where's Slacks when you need some lore, but whatever.
Because he's a cart doesn't mean he doesn't have brains.
I mean, isn't he an inanimate object?
Possibly.
Oh, middle lane,
I
the
mean-
double stun from 33. The repel. Well, Snake King's gonna eat it. Tomato's just
People that
chilling.
marry bridges, I'm sure you can
Marry
brains up
bridges?
a cart.
Like
Yeah,
Bridget Jones'
it's a thing.
Diary?
No, like an actual bridge.
Okay, now this fight seems a little better for OpTic. They have the Ghost. We have 33. Oh. Oh. That was interesting. Roche will go down, though. Pycat gets it, and the repelled up Yawar. He's just going to try to run away, and the Ghost are going to do so much damage. He's Yuled in the air. He's just going to die in spot, it feels like. We do see an ulti coming from Snake King. Only 33's done. They're turning on CCNC. Can they get him? No ulti from Tomato. They still bring him down. And the grip on the backside from this Morphling. Oh my goodness, silenced up. He can't change. Ghost Scepter. There's the Aegis. And what looked like a terrible fight, Snake King just turns it with one thing, but now still got to be careful. Pycat will get teleported home, but Peter, as well as Zai might be in a little more of a pickle, and these are track kills.
Yep.
That's 1. That's 2.
Man,
that is
Tomato
4
Quap,
kills.
dude.
He's a game changer. That I honestly thought Yawar was just dead when he got Yules in the air. Snaking, saving his ability for when he comes back down. Just good teamwork, as you've been saying. VGJ, they seem like a team of 5.
They're playing so well. It's kind of insane to watch, really. I would not have expected performance of this caliber from them even a month ago, let alone, like, I don't know. It's just good. Everyone's using their spells right, taking good fights.
Wait. Seems like an...
Seems very questionable.
He saw that none of them had dust, I assume.
Had some on bounty, but he wasn't close
He was the
yet.
only one there. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I mean,
call it a
that's
smart
still-
play. But
Nah, man, they didn't see bounty. That's real risky. Super Urn, by the way, finished. That's the real counter to Morphling. Keep in mind, once you get that Super Urn, all of a sudden that Morph strength doesn't really do anything anymore.
and wasn't it last, or it was the, wait, when did they play Morphling versus EG, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember, because the Rubik just couldn't farm it because they had another greedy core and they just never got a Super Urn. Felt really bad.
Yep.
Snaking,
I mean,
farms middle.
VGJ definitely feeling themselves right now. I think they're in a great spot. They're gonna have BKB Quap, BKB on Luna. They do have BKB Quap, they'll have BKB on Luna soon, and then all of a sudden, how do you actually kill these heroes? Like, they have to be like in melee range of DP or something.
Yeah, and especially with this snaking Omni Knight. Said it's harder for him to make plays, but when you run at his team, he can definitely make that play by hitting R. Also, they did have a fight. I mean, at the beginning of that fight, right? 33 just completely missed his ulti. I don't know if I know Epicenter's not always the biggest spell, but probably would have helped him a little bit there. I think you need all the damage you can get.
Yep, I would agree. It's just so hard. It's the Omni Knight factor when you don't have a real answer to him.
Do you think, I mean, not Purge taking off Repel, because that felt like it just ruined Omni Knight, but how do you, like, nerf something that's not dispellable? Is it possible? They've already done so much with the duration, but you just got to pick around it.
I'm really not sure. I don't think the hero's necessarily
Oh,
balanced.
bottom.
Oh, wow.
And that's the Super Urn. It's still this grip. He's getting it all off. Doesn't feel as big as it could. Pycat's going to repel, but is it going to be enough? They don't do that much damage. Oh, here comes the damage, man. But look at this. He's into the trees. Repel's going to wear off. Purification flies. He's going to heal himself again. Goes back. But now the track's here. Maybe he should have just died earlier instead of getting a 5-man track. But now you see the power of a Morphling. What if spells don't stay on you and you morph back? Or is that nerf it too hard?
I feel like that's the intent, right? I think that it's the health swapping that makes the hero dumb.
Yeah.
I have no problem with him morphing, getting a spell, going back to Morphling. Like, that seems to be the point of it.
Okay, but yeah, I agree. The health. To have two
Yeah,
full
it's like
HP
you
heroes.
Gyro. Exactly. That's just dumb. But you get Flak, you're morph again. I love that. Like, that's what gives the hero a skill cap.
Gives him an identity too, because he's morphing.
Yeah.
But that's the big pick. I thought the Super Urn was gonna do more there. It felt kind of like it didn't do that much. Was I wrong?
I think he got it on a little too late. The morph was already at like 2,400 health, I think, when he had actually applied it.
And now you talked about Tomato, his quad performance. My man, he's just farming all over the map. He's 3-0-6. He did not die in his other quap game either, did he? When he played in the offlane.
No. He might have died once.
I'll have to give it a peek, but he's having a great time. Even Bane, SVG. I mean, you have SVG and Peter, two pretty hard 5s. He's got a drum. Usually you see Aether Lens on Bane, but drum's never bad. Bottom lane, Dyer's mostly just chilling down there. You see they have a bunch of sentries down here. They're playing around it. Tomato might just get some free damage here on this tower. His creeps will, at least. By his creeps, I mean the Radiants. And I lied. Oh, nope. Range creep hit it once. Bottom, there's only 3 here. And MSS, oh, he's a little nervous. They place the sentry later. They're going to send Pycat home. And he's going to, oh, I love it. He Lincoln's Peter. But nope, they get him anyways. And the, oh, okay, SVG used Grip, but you got a 4-man track kill. And on the backside, all these creeps are going to be dying from Chen. Every single one to Tomato.
This is where it's just so hard for OpTic to play because they're behind, and now the track gold's accumulating, and all of a sudden the 5k advantage is 12.
Yeah.
And Luna's just farming everything. He'll finish Butterfly soon as well. He's going to split the mask and 500 gold. So as soon as he gets his Butterfly, they might even just look to threaten high ground.
There's some people we haven't talked about in a while. CCNC, he's pretty damn farmed, but, I mean, as a death prophet, you want to be taking a few more objectives or pressuring the map more? Are you okay with this? Because it's not like VGJ.Storm's really pressuring you, but they're 12k up.
It's just hard. It's one of those scenarios, like it's a typical OpTic draft where they don't have like that real, they don't have much catch. It's just like a Sand King stun, and he's really behind. There's no real way for them to initiate fights. They just finished E-Blade, so now Pycat can be a little more aggressive, but who's he really gonna 100 to 0 right now? The Bane? That's pretty much it. The only target.
I think SVG's fine with not dying. Or with dying, as long as his team lives. MSS. 3 charges on that Spear Vessel. You do see an F-Blade. No pipes up on the Radiant side, so besides that Bane, you can still do a ton of damage, but you want to get an instant kill with Morph, right? Like, you don't just want to use it to harass, or is that what he's going to have to do? It feels like
it's good as a finisher, but yeah, I mean, what you're saying is true.
I would love to see like an F-Blade in mid-range and just see it get repelled. I don't know, I just think that'd be fun, because it's a slow-moving ability, so it could happen, but oh, top lane. SVG popped a drum just to... Oh, just get the grip up and CC. Oh, Lord, the damage. SVG just blessed us. And CC.
What?
Oh, a little far up there, Kyle, would you say?
He got walked at. He literally got walked up at and gripped. And now that...
They just lose a Rax. Possibly 2 or 3. And look at this Luna, the illusions.
The game's probably over at that point anyway, like, but now it's really over.
And you see, getting a Lincoln's put on top of him from Tomato, and Omni Knight's gonna have another one. There is gonna be a lot of stuff you can't do. Yawar actually just kills every single Chen creep without attacking it. And yeah, this looks like a slow, painful death for OpTic. Actually, it's pretty quick. Yawar's doing a lot.
I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful stuff by VGJ. They get this butterfly timing and they go right away. Nighttime as well, even, so that the Luna has a little bit of bonus night vision on the enemies.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Damn. This is fun.
I can't believe CCNC just died there. That was...
And this is
that was a thing.
And because Yawar gets every single building kill, he has a full Satanic as well. Well, he will now. Once the chicken is back. Was that... It felt weird too. Yeah, like you said, because there's no Aether Lens on Bane. So he just walks up. He was on top of the hill, and CCNC just couldn't do anything. Not even like a Ewel's. He could have Ewel's himself, maybe. Bought time for his team, but it doesn't happen. And that's a rough one. Then goes Tomato. Peter will die. And your creeps. And man, so, I mean, we talked about how Pycat, one of the best Morphlings, but you also said Tomato's Queen of Pain undefeated. Looks like Tomato Pain over, I mean, Tomato's Quap over Pycat's Morphling, possibly?
I think it's a combo of things. I think this is a much better Omni Knight game than what we had seen in the previous series. And I also think that they're just playing really well. Bounty Hunter also just seems to just be a scary hero. Tomato's Quap's definitely impressed more than a lot of the other heroes he's been playing. He's very solid on the hero.
It feels more of what he used to play back on Infamous, you know. He has mobility, but he's allowed to kind of do his own thing, and that's what he did this game. They're just farming everything. 27k lead, pushing middle, possibly go bottom. We'll see. I mean, they don't have to rush anything, right? You're ahead. Nah. And it's like, is this the latest possible Roche time? It's very late. Will spawn in 8. Actually, it's more like 10. For some reason, it says 1 second, then it takes an extra 2, but... There it is.
It's like nighttime shifts as the game goes later. Takes like 20, 30 seconds to actually change to the next phase.
Here we go. Roche is up. The living ward himself, SVG, knows it. Tells his team, let's go. And because he doesn't have that Manta, it doesn't even feel that bad putting the Yasha in your backpack for an Aegis. And look at how they position. I love it. Everyone back there. Luna solos it by the backside so he can get healed repelled. And Quap has a full sheep stick.
Wow.
Just Dire, they have to know something's possibly up. There's smoke, they're coming in. But they might make it in time. This could be a really nice steal here. Instead, they're going to blink up. Whoa, it's going to be MSS, where Dust is going to get popped. He will get found, but Track comes out. They get the sheep on him. Can they bring Morphling down while he's sheep? They're trying to. They won't. A lot of tracks come out. CCNC, he's ghosting Snakey in the back. Ultimate gets popped. CCNC just going to get brought down with the grip. MSS is still alive. He finally dies, but he gets Track on everyone and lives that long. 33 is going to go downhill. You're dead, bud, now. Zai, he's going to place down his ward, but it won't matter. Tomato's looking for more. Won't find anyone, but... Look at this middle lane, too. Yuar put his... He just found Illusions, just put him middle and bottom. They lost their tier 4s and bottom. And the good game, more than likely, can get called, I would think, but there's buybacks, so not yet. Pardon me. Oh, good game gets called now, alright. That was just... It felt like VGJ only felt weak, right, during like that one phase you talk about where they were just smoking, hoping for kills, 5-manning a little much, letting PyCat farm, but... They got their key items like you always talk about, their timing, and they just go.
I really think if you want to beat OpTic, you just need to answer PyCat's hero. You don't want to be in a position where they pick it early, and then you just don't really look to counterpick it. Just deal with it, you know? And Quap is one of the better heroes against Morphling. You can itemize very easily for Orchid and Hex, and you find him and you kill him. They get the super earn quick on bounty, and, you know, just well played by them. I think this like 2 supports with no wave shove and then 3 heroes that can eat waves is working out really well for VGJ. I think that's the style that they play best as well. Kind of like an EG type like composition.
Yeah. And that bottom lane, right, you talk about the Morphling should be getting a lot of stuff, but Snaking just played it phenomenally. And I love that they just left MSS down there, right? He's just there helping and, as you said, just answer PyCat, and that is definitely what they did. That's VGJ just looks scary. OpTic did take a game, but VGJ just makes me nervous. It is a best of 5 though, by the way, Kyle. So OpTic is not out of it yet, in case you didn't know.
Oh, Ray! Thank goodness.
Come on, man. What are we at now, anyways? We have been going good, nice and strong for 10 hours and 10 minutes.
Jeez.
And guess what? There is a possibility of 2 more games. We will see.
I'm gonna AFK for like.
Join the
5
lobby.
minutes.
Lobby's up though, my man.
Yeah,
You're good. And make sure to sit down. Not in the second slot.